Yes.
Greetings, viewers, and welcome to a long overdue vlog. I am sorry that I haven't had one put out earlier, but I've had the last 30 days or so have not been very good for me. First of all, I'm going to try and keep this short, 5 to 10 minutes in range. Some things are not going to be covered as well as you might like. Maybe I'll go into them in depth later on a longer vlog. Maybe I'll do, I don't know, just a kind of a vlog style live stream. Don't know. We'll figure it out. But first off, I want to open up by saying I don't treat my patrons and my supporters good enough, and I am sorry for that. I'm going to start trying to get better about setting up automatically updating features or automatically updating access to some of my servers for Minecraft. I only know how to do it for Minecraft, and it requires a mod, but I'm working on that. Uh, so I am working on getting some things that are better about updating your access at any given point in time, if you're a new supporter or whatever. So, and also I want to say again to all of my wonderful patrons, um, thank you very much. I appreciate the fact that you basically feed me, and I cannot thank you enough. Next topic I want to move on to the lack of content. It's been a very frustrating last month or so, and I want to explain what's been going on. You might have seen, first of all, a tapering off of live streams. I felt like I was spinning my wheels. Everything that I was live streaming was either basically wasting time or had almost no viewers. And while I do love being able to entertain those few 5 or 6 dedicated viewers that watch every live stream I do, it's still a fact that I really need to meter out if because I'm doing live streaming and YouTube content, I try to meter out my time a little bit better. And I have a lot of other projects and I have a big community that I have to run. So I can't just live stream every night all the time. And when I do live stream, I want to make it worth people's while. So because you have to understand that I'm trying to pay the bills. I try to live stream stuff that people are going to be interested in. They're going to watch, and this is me being honest, maybe I'll get people that are interested that will tip because I have to keep the lights on. I do this for a living. So that's one big thing. Guild Wars 2, I love playing, but most of the people I know that got interested in the Path of Fire expansion were basically burned out on the expansion or stopped playing entirely within a month of the expansion's release. It's just a cycle. I'm still playing. I'm still going at it. Tried to get a lot of people interested in a lot of the Halloween stuff. Didn't happen, so I didn't live stream it. Um, yeah, so that's been kind of rough. I cut back on Warframe because basically, unless you were a partner for Warframe, people generally don't want to watch you. They only watch the partners because the partners have platinum codes they give away for the game that are given to them by DE, the people that make Warframe, the developers, and they get sigils codes that they can give out and stuff like this. They have freebies for the game that they can give to their viewers. They get a lot of viewers. People that aren't partners get less views, and if you're not infamous or notorious or whatever for certain things or certain features, if you are not good enough to get above a certain bar, you just don't get the attention. So my Guild Wars 2 and Warframe live streams had average views of 5 or 6 people. Whereas if I stream certain kinds of Minecraft, I can get 30 to 40 people watching. That's a huge difference in terms of effort and return, more followers, growing my community, et cetera, et cetera. Now, in terms of Minecraft, the only thing I had going on at the time was Coop Life. And most of the people that I was playing with had kind of run out of ideas and what they wanted to do, run out of projects they wanted to do. So we started doing some creative building. But the creative building got so out of hand in terms of lack of focus. I kind of felt like I was the only person driving the agenda, the only person pushing it. And that started to get tiring. We also started to get some people that would step in and want to contribute, but basically end up just getting in the way and wasting my time. So I do not mean that in a malicious way or a nasty way. It's just an issue where when you're on live stream on camera and you're trying to be nice and congenial and get a set of tasks accomplished over a 2-hour time limit, it is very hard to do so if there are people that are constantly inhibiting and limiting that behavior as opposed to enabling and boosting it. It's the thing. Um, so I stopped the Coop Life live streams. It's also the fact that I was the only person that was logging on to the Coop Life server for about a period of 30 days. Even all of my patrons stopped playing on it. Everybody else stopped playing on it. They got bored with it. Minecraft comes in very short cycles now, especially modded Minecraft. Unless you are a vanilla diehard junkie or you play a lot on those games servers like Hypixel and stuff, the life cycle of modded Minecraft is just not that long anymore. It has gotten shorter and shorter and shorter. People get shorter and shorter attention spans and powered through packs quicker and quicker. I've tried to slow that down some, but I ended up making a small, lightweight pack that just had an even shorter lifespan than normal. So that idea kind of failed. I liked the idea behind Coop Life, but in a lot of ways, it did not become what I wanted it to become. So I stopped the Minecraft live streams because it felt like I was spinning my wheels. There's not much else that I play on a daily basis that I felt like would be good for content or things that I'm good at. I'm not good at, I like playing Overwatch, but I'm not good at it. So I don't stream it. So it's kind of this balance. It's this hard balance that I've been trying to maintain. That's why a lot of the live streams have petered off. I'm trying to get back into the routine, trying to find some games that are new, or at least not new, at least fairly recent and different that I can live stream, some of which I know people that have, or maybe some of them are free and we can kind of goop around with them. I'm trying to come up with some new things. I am also working on a new Minecraft mod pack for 1.12.2, the most recent modded version. And I have a new idea, a new, different, kind of a challenging idea that is probably going to fail horribly and blow up in my face, but I'm going to try it anyway. And that should be coming out soon. I will not give dates because right now it is so early in the phase of setting the pack up that it's not even worth, I don't even have an official name for it yet, but it's being worked on and it is something different. Don't ask me for ETAs. Don't ask me about designs. I will share what things I have done with or for that pack as I feel comfortable sharing them. Otherwise, it's in private testing. I can't help you. Sorry. Next, it comes to YouTube content. I am sorry for the lack of YouTube content because I ran across a problem. I started doing, at the beginning of October, I started doing Full Throttle. I love the game. Absolutely love it. However, getting about, I don't know, 7 or 8 or 10 episodes into the actual game, I don't even think it was that long. And it was 6 or 7 episodes in on uploaded videos, I started getting copyright strikes filed on videos, not claims, strikes. If you get up, I think 3 strikes on your channel, they will automatically delete your channel. Delete, gone, full stop, period. And I got 2 in the span of a week. So I had to basically take down all of those videos and erase them from my channel to make the strikes go away. And what makes it even better is that the strikes were invalid strikes being filed against me because the company that was claiming ownership of the music is not allowed to file claims or strikes on YouTube because it's on a video game soundtrack. But YouTube was letting them get away with it anyway. I called, not called, but emailed partner support, and I had a conversation spanning 4 or 5 days that you can see the results of every morning I update, the response I get from them on Twitter. But basically they kept saying, we can't do anything about the claim that's in mediation or a strike that's in mediation. It has to go through. It has to hit my channel as a strike. Then I can complain about it, which basically means I would have had to have risked getting 2 out of 3 strikes before I could get them to help me. That's how close I got to losing everything on my channel, my YouTube channel. And that frustrated me. In the midst of fighting all that, I tried to start uploading content or live streaming content to do some DLC for Alien Isolation. I really loved that game. It's got some great DLC. I thought it would be really fun for Halloween, spooky, kind of a scary game, but I couldn't get OBS to capture it. Tried other software, couldn't get it to capture it. It's got some anti-cheat mechanisms in it that it basically did not want to get captured by software. And I got frustrated by that after tackling it for a week and dropped it. YouTube, and I mean, as a content creator as a whole, October ended up being a complete waste of time. And this frustrates me to no end. I basically wasted most of October, and here I am almost halfway through November. It's the 13th as I'm recording this, and I still have nothing up on the channel with a November date. I only have a few things with early October dates. It looks like I haven't done any content for a month and a half. I I have no solution for this. I'm trying to come up with some new games. Some of them, like Armello, I am looking at, but it's a strategy style turn-based board game that looks like it would be better set up for a live stream than it would be recording, because recording it, I'd have to break it up into turns. It would be very weird. Videos would either end up being 5 minutes or 40 minutes. It's kind of hard. I'm looking at some other games that I've got, like Orwell. But what I've started doing is sending notes via email or Twitter to the developers of games and asking them, hey, if I put a Let's Play of your game on YouTube, will I get music copyright claims or strikes for music? I've had 5 titles shot down for people that will say, yes, you will get claims for our music, and there's nothing we can do about it. Sorry. Because it's not being claimed by them, it's being claimed by somebody else. So I've had 5 game titles that I had to basically set aside that I would love to list content for, or show content for, and put up videos, but I can't do it. Even the people that make Armello cited, yes, you probably get claims, false claims by this company, but we don't think that's likely. So even that I'm kind of hesitant about. I'm probably just gonna have to turn off the music for it if I do live stream it. I've started getting claims for music on Pretzel, a service specifically made to not get music claimed by it. So Pretzel Music has actually, Pretzel.rocks has actually had to go to YouTube and file for copyright claim protection. Basically, what they're doing is they're making a claim account that would normally be used to claim copyright strikes or copyrighted music being used by somebody else without permission. But instead, what they're doing is filing all of their music and registering it so nobody else can claim it. They're protecting the artists. And it is stupid that they have to do this, but they have to, because other people are abusing the system so badly and YouTube won't do anything about it. So that's the frustrating point. I'm already over the 10-minute mark. I'm at 12 minutes. That's the frustrating point I've been hitting right now. And I feel like YouTube is a complete waste of time. Mixer is going nowhere anymore because they've overhauled a lot of their recommendation stuff. And so now basically you only really get recommended to the front page unless you're a partner or unless you're streaming on Xbox. If you're a normal PC streamer, the only people I get are idiots and trolls. Very rarely do I get a earnest new viewer that really wants to watch me stream. YouTube just finally put out a new update to their live streaming backend that adds some nice new features that they promised 2 years ago. Finally got implemented, but they're still several years behind the equation. Mixer's backend is so unstable that when I was streaming in October, mid to early October, and into September, I was getting quite often evenings where I could not connect a live stream to Mixer because their backend was down, or their chat servers are down, or the API is down, so the bots won't connect. It's too unpredictable. I love the platform, but it's too unpredictable. And I'm also negative 180 days past being able to apply for partnership again. It literally has a negative day counter. Because my opportunity to start reapplying again was back in August, I think it was, and it hit 0, and the application form came up, but now if I go back to it, it says negative 180 days to apply. Not 180 days till, negative 180 days till I can apply. Figure that one out. Lastly, I want to start talking about health. I'm not a young man anymore. I'm 45 years old. I realize that is not old in the grand scheme of things, but in terms of the way that my health works and the way that my body is deteriorating, 45 is me falling apart. I'm having problems with my asthma. Basically means that my mobility is getting impaired unless I want to push having a lot of asthma attacks and breathing problems. My arthritis has been bothering me a lot more, and it will only get worse. I might be able to slow down the progression of the arthritis, but I will never be able to stop it. I have been having problems with my back, which relate to a lot of things. but primarily it relates to the fact that I'm not getting enough exercise because of limited mobility because of asthma and arthritis. So it's a small death cycle. It's a loop that's basically slowly closing itself around my neck, and it's starting to drastically affect me. I'm trying to come up with lots of low impact, low stress exercises that will give me some abilities to basically exercise in ways that will not do more harm than good. And I have found several of those. I've had a lot of luck with that, but in the process, I've had major cold problems. Allergy season kicked up and basically completely shot my vision because my eyes started oozing gross stuff. I know it's wonderful. And over the past weekend, I threw my back out. So it's great. I haven't had a good, healthy day probably since September. And I'm sorry about that. But it's out of my hands. I try as much as I can to stay healthy and to be able to create content for you. But half the time I'm sick, and the other half the time I'm managing servers and community and fighting PayPal backend stuff that's still not resolved. And the money that cost me, basically, I lost $50 because some kid in California, Southern California, decided to rip off a small business person by ordering a hat and then contesting it on their credit card as a invalid transaction, stolen credit card. It's being battled, and I could win that battle, but it's going to take easily 3 to 6 months before I see that money back. So at the time, basically we had to lose about $50 to $100 and revenue while we were getting this sorted out because my PayPal account was negative in order to get this problem corrected. So I've had a lot on my plate. I am working on a mod pack. I am working on getting new content up, new series going. And I will try in earnest to get it up as soon as possible. I am sorry that it's not going up quicker, but I am trying, and I wanted to make sure you knew that I was trying. I'll talk to you later. I'm going to cut things off here. I'm going to try and see if I can get another vlog up to explain some of these issues, like the YouTube problems, more in depth. Might be later this week, might be early next week. We'll see. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.